How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to our channel. This is Limitless AI, and I'm going to share an awesome AI assistant we can build using a no-code, low-code AI platform called n8n. If you're new to this channel, we are Limitless AI, and we create videos and tutorials about the limitless possibilities that AI technology has to offer. If you're looking to build powerful AI automations using low-code or no-code platforms, then n8n is an awesome tool packed with powerful features that leverages the latest AI models and hundreds of integrations. In this video, I will walk you through the step-by-step guide into how you can build your own helpful learning assistant. First, let's talk about n8n. n8n is an open source workflow automation tool that integrates various apps and services without requiring extensive coding knowledge. This makes it perfect for building customized automation like our AI learning companion. Here's how I built the workflow that powers this AI learning companion in the background. The AI workflow is built using 3 different applications integrated within n8n. All we need to do is upload our choice document that we want to learn from. In this example, we will use a random PDF document titled Fundamentals of AI that we downloaded online. We will save or upload this PDF document to our Google Drive folder that we set up. In the background, our n8n workflow will run and upload this PDF document to our Pinecone vector database. If you're not familiar with vector databases, it is simply a type of database designed to store and search data in a way that's useful for AI find things that are similar by using AI-friendly numbers, vectors, making it great for things like recommendations, searches, and AI-driven tasks. Now, as soon as our workflow finished uploading our data into our vector database in the background, we can start using our AI learning companion by chatting with our bot on Telegram. We can ask anything about our document, and our AI chatbot will help us on our learning process. So, enough of the demo. Let's get started on how you can build this awesome AI learning companion yourself using n8n. To get started, make sure you have signed up for a free cloud account. The best thing about this app is it's open source, and also they provide a subscription-based cloud platform. You can use the open source version by running it locally or deploying it using services like Docker, Render, and other cloud hosting applications. Here, let's sign up to get a free cloud account to get us started building our AI agent workflows. Once it's up and running, you'll be greeted with an intuitive interface. Here, we can create a workflow. First, we need to create a workflow that enables us to upload our document or data into our Pinecone vector database. You can set up your Pinecone database by creating an account in pinecone.io. Within Pinecone, let's create an index. This index is our vector database that will capture the data we uploaded into our Google Drive. In creating our index, let's create a name to identify our database. We will choose our configurations as you can see here. We select our dimensions by clicking Setup by Model icon and choose Text Embedding 3 Small from OpenAI. Then we select AWS as our server provider. Since we are using the free account, use the default region and hit Create Index button. Next, we will create our Pinecone API keys to set up our credentials within n8n. Let's start building our first workflow. We will name this workflow Data Uploader. In our Start node, let's find Google Drive and select On Changes to a specific folder as our trigger. Let's create our credentials. Here we can set up our Google Drive credentials by clicking on the Open Documentations provided by n8n. A detailed guide that we can follow along will be displayed here on how we can set up our OAuth Google API credentials. Let's head over to Google Cloud API Management Portal by accessing console.cloud.google google.com. Let's create a new project to get an API key we will use for this tutorial and call it n8n test. Once done, we will change to the newly created project environment. In the right menu bar, we go to APIs and Services, and let's enable Google Drive API. Next, go to Credentials tab and click on Configure Consent Screen. Set the user type to internal and hit Create. Now let's complete the required fields for the app information, then click Save and Continue. In the Scopes tab, let's leave everything as default and click Save and Continue until we finish the entire process of setting up the OAuth consent screen. Next, we go to the Credentials tab and click Create Credentials button. Select OAuth Client ID to proceed. In the application type, select Web Application, which is what we need for this type of integration or project. In the Authorize Redirect URIs field below, click the Add URI button. In the pop-up field, go back to our n8n workflow canvas where we set up our credentials. Copy the OAuth redirect URL provided by n8n and then paste it in the required field in the redirect URIs from Google Cloud. Once done, hit the Create button and a pop-up will appear wherein a confirmation that our OAuth client credentials has been created. Here we can now copy our client ID and our client secret that we can paste into the credentials required from our n8n workflow. At the bottom, you can now see that a Sign In with Google button will appear. Click the Sign In with Google button and choose the Google account you are using in setting up the OAuth credentials. Allow all permissions required. Now a green confirmation status will appear confirming that we have successfully created our Google Drive credentials within n8n. Since I already set up my Google Drive credentials, let's save this and we can now start to integrate our Google Drive account to our n8n workflow. Up next is to set up a Google Drive folder, which we will use to upload documents and files that we are going to learn from using our AI Learning Companion. Here, I've already set up my own folder, which I named RAG Agent Resources. Let's configure our Google Drive trigger node. In the folder name, let's select the folder we created earlier named RAG Agent Resources. In the Watch For field, select when file is created. This will ensure that our workflow will capture any new files created or uploaded into our Google Drive folder. Then going back to n8n, we need to choose the next step within our workflow by searching for the Google Drive node. Let's choose Download a File as our next node to allow our workflow capture the most recent uploaded document or file to the Google Drive folder we created. Here we need to set up our credentials. Choose File as our resource, then Operation should be Download, and File, let's select by ID. Let's configure the file ID. Let's type in double curly brackets $JSON.ID double curly brackets. Now let's get back to the canvas and create our next node. Here we need to search for Pinecone Vector Store. Select this node and let's configure our Pinecone credential to integrate to our workflow. Let's take our API key from our Pinecone account. In the operation mode, select Insert Documents. Then we choose the Pinecone index we created. In the options, let's add Pinecone namespace and call it Learning Resource. Back again to the canvas, our Pinecone Vector Store requires an embeddings node and a document loader. Let's select Open AI Text Embeddings, 3 small, just as we used in our vector database, and input our credentials. Then let's choose our document data loader by choosing the default one. In the default data loader setup, select Binary in the data type. Choose Load All Input Data under the Mode field, and the data format select to automatically detect MIME type. In the Options panel, let's add metadata. We will set the name to file. And in the value, let's set the expression to JSON.name. And then this data loader will require a text splitter. We choose Recursive Character Text Splitter for this. Now, we have our workflow set up to capture documents that we want uploaded to the database. which we will use to interact with our AI learning companion via chat. Let's test this out and see if we can update our Pinecone database with the PDF document that we want to upload. There you have it. It worked perfectly as we want it to be. Our data is now uploaded into our vector database, ready for access by our AI learning companion. So we have our document uploader to our database. What we need to build next is the AI agent workflow itself that we will deploy via Telegram. Let's create a new workflow and name it Learning Companion. All right, first things first, we need to set up our Telegram credentials. Let's head over to Telegram and create our very own bot. Simply search for the bot father in the search box and choose the one that has a check mark on it. Now, let's type in /start to get all the options and let botfather guide us in creating our bot. Here, we can see all the commands shown by botfather, and let's click on /newbot. Then we will create a name for our bot. Let's call our bot Learning Companion. Then let's set the username for our bot. Let's try until bot father is able to validate that our bot username is available. Once we get our bot username, we can copy the API token provided to us by the bot father, and we'll use it to set up our Telegram credential in n8n. Back in n8n workflow, we need to add our workflow trigger. Let's search for Telegram, and within triggers, we have lots of options, but for this project, we will use the onMessage trigger option. Then we need to copy the access token given to us by the bot father and paste it as we create a new credential, like so. We click on save and wait for our credential to activate when we see a green status, and we can close this out as we already created our Telegram credential. We now have our workflow trigger. Now we can add our next node. Let's search for AI agent node and select. The AI agent node requires a chat model. For this build, I will choose the Anthropic's Claude AI model. I already have my credential set up, but if you haven't already, you can create a free account from Anthropic's website and create your own account. Create your new API key and paste them into the n8n credentials creation UI to set up your Claude AI model API access. We will use the Claude Sonnet 3.5 AI model for this build. Claude model is a good fit for this type of applications, like interacting with PDF documents and other text files. Up next, we navigate to our AI agent node settings. This node is what we call a tool AI agent node. In the prompt menu, we will select define below. Then we will tweak our prompt text input field, like so. This will ensure that our AI agent will only receive a text message from our Telegram users. In the options below, let's add a system message. Here, we need to define our system prompt that will give our AI its instructions and output requirements. I already created my own system prompt, as you can see here. I created this using ChatGPT, and if you're interested to get this same AI prompt to follow along, you can get this through the link in the description below. I will also include this entire workflow template in the description so you can easily import it into your n8n workflow and start tweaking yourself. Enjoy! Our AI agent also needs a memory to get previous conversations accessible and respond smoothly. We will select window buffer memory. Let's edit the session ID field and choose define below. Using an expression, we will define a session ID key like this so that our Telegram bot can have different conversations with different users. Next, we will add a new Telegram, send a text message node so that the bot can send its responses back to the users. Let's configure this new Telegram node by adding an expression to the chat ID field like this. Let's also put this expression in the text field. In the additional fields options, let's turn off the append n8n attribution option. To make sure that our bot handles any error and make sure it will not break our chatbot when getting errors, let's go to the setting menu and in the on error field, select Continue using Error Output option. To handle the errors, let's create another Telegram node and set up the output format by encoding a special HTML characters so that the Telegram treats such messages as plain text. This trick helps our bot to remain robust to some unexpected cases during the course of the conversation. Simply check for this node and you can copy this part easily and use it to follow along with this tutorial. Finally, we need to give our AI agent the tools to access the documents uploaded by the users. This is a fundamental part of this entire Learning Companion AI agent build that makes it into a full-blown RAG AI system. To do this, let's add a new node called Vector Store Tool. This node requires two subnodes, a vector store and an AI model. For the vector store, let's choose our Pinecone vector store and add our credentials. Let's choose the Pinecone index that we created and the default retrieve document for agent chain in the operation mode field. Let's create a namespace to ensure our AI agent can properly identify the vector data from our database. Our Pinecone vector store will also require another subnode called embeddings, and let's choose OpenAI text embeddings small. Finally, let's set up the AI model. We will again use Anthropic's Claude Sonnet AI model for this build. You are free to choose other AI models depending on your preference. Claude works perfectly well for me, so I will choose this model for now. For those of you who are still here and stuck up with me in this tutorial until the end, congratulations and thank you so much for following along with me. We've built our AI Learning Companion workflow from start to finish. Now let's test this out by heading over to our Telegram chat to see how our AI Learning Companion responds and behaves so we can tweak and troubleshoot any problems. Let's activate our AI Learning Companion to make sure it's live and ready to go. We then head over to Telegram chat. There you go. Our AI Learning Companion welcomes us and gave us a context on how to interact with it. Let's identify the document we want to learn from. Now our bot gives us an accurate response that is basically coming from our document that the AI Learning Companion has access to. Let's try one more thing by asking our Learning Companion to give us a test by crafting a quiz for us to answer, which will help us in our learning process. Look at that. Our AI Learning Companion helped us craft a test exercise and provided us a great assessment on the result of the test. Imagine this capability. You will never get bored learning with the help of your personal Learning Companion. Picture this. You can have this similar AI assistant helping you prepare for an important client presentation at a glance from a pile of lengthy business documents. No more cramming and reading pages and pages of text files. Just talk with your personal AI assistant and learn on the go. The possibilities are limitless to implement this AI system we built in this tutorial. Hope this video helps you get valuable bits and pieces to help you create similar or other type of AI agent projects on your own. If you followed along with our tutorial, I'd love to hear how your AI Learning Companion performs. Share your experiences in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure to hit that subscribe button for more amazing AI projects soon. Thanks for watching and see you next time.